That's good. All right. Well, we've lost our guests. We've lost our technical stuff. Let's see. But we still have some tea and we still have some cookies. So there's a possibility. I'm going to try a little of the Earl Grey here. Not all that huge a fan of Earl Grey. But let's see. It's all right. Oh. Okay. Okay. Whoa. And the date today is the 27th, is it? It is. Okay. Well, there's disc 1 in that series. Now, back to the playing of the Carrie Fridley and such there. I'm not all that good, you know. Recording engineers and stuff have to push exactly the right button every time, or they can cause a big problem, as I have found out in the past. Unfortunately, I'm more prone to push the wrong button now than I used to be. So there we have it. How you like that slow fade out, huh? All right. Well, all right. So be it. Well, it's 6:27 on our atomic clock, and it is the 27th. So what does that all mean? And I do hear a laugh from the office. So I know that someone's watching. Jonathan is watching. Jonathan always watches, I think. He's a watcher. He watches from the front office to see when am I going to mess up next. Yes. That was a good one. Did you see that one go down, Jonathan? Yeah, we had a massive collapse. I had a handful of DVDs, and I just tossed them in the bottom here, and who would think? You know, like my aim would be that good. And they hit the switch on the power strip, honest to God, and pop, cut everything off. And the poor DVD that I'm archiving the show off just got stopped right in the middle of its recording. And so it didn't get to, what is it? You know, it didn't get to log in what was going on. It was just suddenly cut off. And so it doesn't know what's up. It just doesn't know. And it won't play. It won't do anything. One could put it into the computer and retrieve those files, you know, because I mean the bits and bytes are there. They just don't have any. How can I explain? They just don't have any directions going with them, explaining them. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean, Jonathan? Yeah. Anyway, so But the bits and bytes are there, so I don't know. I'm just going to put it in the archive. I don't think it really matters that much. What do you think? You think it's been a thrilling show so far today, Jonathan? Yeah. Oh, well. Davine didn't come today, and as late as it is now, I don't think she'll be showing up. You know, is the green background okay, Jonathan? You like that color green? He's not responding. It looks great. Every now and then you hear, I will, if I say a little thing, I've gotten to the point I even say a thing and I listen to hear do I hear from the other room. Well, let's see. Okay, yeah, we can have unnecessary zooms like Wayne's World, you know. Wayne's World, da 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 da, whatever. Mad Scientist Tea Party, da 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 da. Gets in tight on what? On Anarchy TV. Oh my, what is Anarchy TV? Don't look, Junior. That's it right there. This is the show. Now the show's going. At least say, tell me we did. Oh, yeah. Well, I know we had a wonderful time last night. At least say, tell me we did. I know we had a wonderful time last night, and so hard I couldn't hardly keep it hid. Heard a lot of talk about your candy shop. I would like to try a lollipop. I know we had a wonderful time last night. At least say, tell me we did. At least say, tell me we did. All I know, we had a wonderful time last night. So hard I couldn't hardly keep it hid. While I was sitting in the corner just as quiet as a lamb, I wasn't too quiet to hear the back door slam. Well, I know we had a wonderful time last night. At least say, tell me we did. Now tell me they're not a hot band. I think they're a hot band. That was the Lowdown Travelers. And sure enough, I understand that one can catch them playing. They've got a gig down at the Lobster Trap downtown. So, and they've invited me to come by and see them, and I have yet to do it. I've become rather reclusive. I don't get out very often anymore. Oh, wait a minute. And when I do get out, I just come down to the TV station and hang out. And do a tea party. That's pretty much the extent of my social time. Oh, I need to push another button and make all the writing here go away. Look at that go away. Much better, much better. It's gone now. And there's just this is left behind. Oh, that's right. Oh my, I have too many hands. Okay, I hope Casey Waters is watching, and I hope Casey Waters is enjoying all the hands. This wave is to you. Hey. And Judson. Hey. Oh yeah. Okay. And we have some Mad Hatter tea here, which looks all the world like sticks and twigs. Smells delicious and works well with the other tea when we put it in. And I thought, but we've not had to make any more tea today, and I don't think we'll have to make any now. Let's see, we've discussed conspiracy theories, and we've discussed our back pages. Here's something you could do, Jonathan. because you probably have access to the web page and to all the information. And what I need is, I need to know what my username is and my password, because everything I have tried does not work. And so I must not, if some people are still able to log on to the web page, then it must still be working. So it must be me that's not working. My brain is not working, and I do not know my username and my password. And so if someone knows how to go into the system and find out what my username is and my password and write it down on a piece of paper for me so that when I go home, I can look on my computer, maybe I won't be so upset, because I was getting really upset. I thought, oh, the web page doesn't work anymore, because I tried every username and password I could think of that I thought was feasible. Who knows? Who knows? And see, if we were doing a call-in show, I could say we would have a topic, and I would say, oh, there, how many people have forgotten your username or password, or have a trouble, keeping up with all your usernames and passwords and stuff like that? How do you log into your bank account? Do you have an interesting story? Call us up and tell us about your frustration with usernames and passwords, and we could have the phone lines all blinking, because everybody would say, I can't stand to have to log in to YouTube or something, So somebody stole my identity and bought the most expensive skateboard in the skate shop. Who knows? Something like that. I'm not saying that actually happened to me, but, I bet it happened to somebody. So, I don't know, if I don't think of some more stuff to talk about, I'll have to. No doubt a sympathetic viewer calling to give me. Hang on. Hello, is this 16? It is. Are you watching the TV show? Well, after the TV show, I have half hour to swap out of this studio, and then I teach a class. I'm off the air at 7, and then at 7:30 I start a class that runs till 9:30, and uh-huh. Okay, well, maybe tonight after the class, if you could give me a buzz sometime after 9:30, we might could go run by and grab a cup of coffee or something if you wanted to. Are you too exhausted? Yeah. Okay, well, give me a buzz tomorrow. Huh? You're kidding. Wow. Right. That's crazy, isn't it? Wow. All right. All right. Bye. John 16. Infamous DJ John 16 called me to report in. Says the Walmart in where is it now? We were just by there the other day, and he said it blew up the next day after we passed by there. Not Saluda, not Shelby. I can't say it. Anyway, out yonder, way out on the other side of Waynesville, the super Walmart blew up. So he says it's going to be on the news. So everybody, yeah. There you go. Are you coming to my tea party?
Is it on?
It is.
Really?
And, yeah, and you see how boring it is?
Why is it?
How long has it been since you've been to a tea party?
A really long time.
Okay, look, I have new things. Have you seen my new things?
Mm-hmm. Is it on the air?
Look at the TV set. Look at the TV set. Now watch my arms. Would you join me?
Is it really on the air right now?
It was really on the air right now. Here, I'll tell you what.
I thought it only goes till 6.
Here.
Oh,
No, I'm 7 on Thursdays. Come on in and sit down. Would you like to come to the tea
Is
party?
there cream
Sure, I'm
biscuit?
burning
Please
the
come to the
DVD,
tea
so I got a couple minutes.
Okay, good. Have a seat. Okay.
Can I sit here?
Okay. There you go. Yeah. All right. How about that? I've got both
Oh
of them.
wow!
Yeah.
Look at
You
the
see,
effect.
we've added new special effects here. You like that?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we like that. Yeah. This is like
Silly.
flashback television. Wow.
What have you been talking about by yourself here?
Huh?
What have you been talking about? You were sitting in here by yourself talking.
Yeah, I was talking to myself. Somebody called me on the phone and told me that the Super Walmart blew up out in, I can't say the name of the town. He just said it. It's out on the other side of Cullowhee and out that way. That the Super Walmart out there apparently blew up. We rode past that just the other day because we had to go out to Cashier's.
What do you mean it blew up?
Blew up.
Someone blew it up, or
It blew up. Well, he was, hey, okay, this ain't the 6 o'clock news,
it just
but
exploded.
he did mention gas, propane canisters in the camping department or something,
Have you guys seen? There's a really great documentary, and it's called something like Walmart: The High Cost of Low Prices.
Yeah, I've heard of that, or it's a book
Brilliant.
or something. Is it a documentary?
Yeah.
It makes a whole lot of sense, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, and it starts off in America with these towns that, were booming, and then they kind of welcomed, they were all excited, Walmart's coming, and the government gave them money to build and all this kind of stuff,
Right.
and then all the businesses, the little mom and pop places went out of business.
Right, and then
So-
and everybody's broke now. And
Yeah,
they're-
no downtown area and all that kind of stuff. So they go in, with the aftermath of all this stuff, and then they go through the security, like the bad security in Walmart parking lots, and how many accidents and injuries and theft and all kinds of
Right.
people getting murdered and stuff. And
Right.
if they would just have a security guard roaming in a golf cart, they found that like brought the crime down to 0, but they won't do it because it costs money and
Right.
the cameras don't work. And then they went over to like China, where they're producing the products for the Walmart, and they interviewed some of the people that are working in the factories and making like next to nothing, and how difficult it is for them, and none of the employees can have their insurance because it's too expensive, and it's just all, and they had these really people high up that are doing the cost cutting, who they did interviews with, and they explained, this is what the policy was. We were told to do this, this, and this.
Right.
It's a really great documentary.
Right. We're cutting costs because we want to show a higher profit margin to our investors. Did they interview the stockholders?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well.
But it was a really good, well-rounded documentary. Made me never want to shop there again.
Right.
And then the whole thing was, I'm watching it and like it's such a downer because it's just awful what's happening, across the board. But then at the end they had this one story that they featured where it was the one town that got together in California and got the entire community involved, and they kept them from building the Walmart. And they had gone through all these litigation, the lawyers were trying to say, you don't have the right to tell us that we can't build here. And they're like, we're the people of this community, yes we do. So, and they went through all this struggle and signing these petitions and all this kind of stuff, so, and they finally worked. And they kept Walmart from building.
It's really hard. Where I was going to college in upstate New York, they worked for years to keep Walmart out and didn't win it. Like Walmart, without anyone knowing, bought up all this land in that area, and it was just really under the wraps. Is that the word? The way you say?
Look at the TV and do this.
But it's crazy. They're like, wow, I look like I'm wearing silver.
I know. I don't know about the shimmery.
Oh, I don't have my
feel like I'm wearing a
Freaky
shiny
show.
silver outfit. And you're wearing pinstripe pants.
Yeah, you are. That wiggling
I
pinstripe
got
pants.
a cool black and
Right.
white. What are you working on here?
I've been working on this project forever. It's the making of a short movie that we made. And we actually just got rejected from the Asheville Film Festival. So that was kind of a bummer. The short film did. But what I'm working on is the making of
And what's the name of it?
Stiff.
Stiff.
Like a dead body stiff.
Right.
So, it seems like not a lot of
Would you like some
Asheville
tea?
local films got accepted
Sure.
into the film
We have tea
festival.
there.
I feel like not a lot.
It was
did.
really competitive though, I
Is
think.
is that a clean cup? I guess it is your clean
Yeah,
cup.
nobody sees it.
Right, there's two kinds of this is Earl Grey and that's smoky, we call it, from Wuyi Mountain in China,
Oh,
Oolong number 1.
that sounds interesting.
Okay, I want to hear about your film.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Stiff is, I was the producer. Nelson Roberts was the director and writer, and he also produced too, but my job was just to produce. And he wrote this feature, or I think he's still working on it, but he just wanted to make a short film, and we had just met through mutual friends. So I said, pitch me your film. Pitch me something for a short, a scene. And so he gave me the first scene from his script, which seemed to make sense as an opener, but it just didn't work as a short. So I told him, give me your favorite scene. I don't care what the budget would be, or don't take any of that in consideration. Just tell me your favorite. And so he pitched me this piece about a mariachi who is also an undertaker who loses his body.
A mariachi?
Yes. So and
He
I was
lost
like,
his job by losing the body?
yes,
Okay.
as an undertaker. He's
Right.
also an undertaker.
What's mariachi?
It's the same. He sings
Yeah, one of the like mariachi band, the whole Spanish musicians. So that's
How
the.
long is the short?
I think it's 13 minutes. It's pretty short. And then this making of it has to be 30 minutes. And I was gonna do something anyway, but I found I had to really stretch. I did like all these interviews. I gave the camera to the PAs and was like, just shoot people, shoot what's going on, and
So did the film get made?
oh yeah,
And how long is the film?
it's about 13 minutes.
It's funny that they're
13
making
minutes, and
this.
you're doing a 30-minute show about
The making of
a 13-minute movie.
yeah. For your
Awesome.
TV's time slot, it's gotta
you
be
gotta
30
fit
minutes.
it's
Well, you
either
should have
30 or
included
It's an hour, right?
13 minutes of it should have been the movie.
But it's not. You don't see the movie at all. I don't
That's
have it
cool
to put in
because
there.
it gets people to be like, I want to see this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, we're gonna submit to the Asheville Rejects Film Festival.
Yeah.
Have you guys
Uh-huh.
heard about that?
I have. Uh-huh.
It was someone sent me an email or a message on MySpace or something, and I was like, oh,
What if you did the document? Oh, it would be too long. I was thinking if you did the documentary about the making of for like 46 minutes, and then
Yeah.
you played the short.
well, what I could do is cut down the making of so that it would fit because I really was stretching it.
It's
so.
weird these like 30-minute, because I'm having this problem where 30 minutes doesn't seem to be long enough
Uh-huh.
for what I'm working on, but an hour is going to be too long.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, if it could be like 39 minutes, that'd
Well,
probably be perfect.
What if you did two different pieces and put them together just to fill the time slot?
You mean like 2 30 minutes?
Or no, 2 15 minutes, or just put something else on the end to fill in the rest of the time. That
Yeah.
way you don't have to stretch it.
Well, see, I've been working on it now, thinking I'm going to do 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And,
What time are you at now?
I mean, I'm still editing it down. I've just, I don't know if my process is at all like anyone else's. I
Well,
just
what's the
put all the
piece?
stuff on there, and then I just start cutting and putting it.
What are you working on though? What's your...
I'm doing a thing about Berlin and artists in Berlin. I went to Berlin last April,
Wow.
and it's sort of a non-linear look at the city of Berlin, the history of Berlin, history of art. There's some artists that I've interviewed, but I don't want it to be like long and drawn. I want it to be like, catchy. Like I don't want it to have these like long spaces in there, which I could do. I mean, I have a lot of interviews and a lot of like footage and stuff, but I mean, my footage isn't very good. It's like handheld, shaky camera. You know,
Fast cutting then, you know.
So I'm doing the fast cutting.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
I'm just kind of putting it together, and I could stretch it out. Like I could do like 39 minutes and do 20 minutes of like this one choreographer. I mean, this guy who interviews a choreographer, and he gave me all these really amazing like pieces that he's done. I could even just put one of those at the end of it.
Yeah.
But
That way you don't have
like,
to
it's
push your
funny, too.
project. Because basically I had this project done, and then I just took some of the stills that I shot and I interspersed a slideshow in the middle of it just to kind of stretch it. But just put something else on the end of it just to fill the time frame and let it be a little bit shorter than 30.
That's not my thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna put it on the internet. You know, I guess I could cut it down for the internet,
Yeah.
but it just seems so like.
Shorter is always
It's not the way
better.
I do I know.
for
Like
short.
I'm gonna just make it. My problem is that I feel like then it gets so watered down. You know what I mean? Like it just gets so like a super like surface, like just a surface. You're only getting a surface, touching the surface, scratching the surface of what's,
Yeah.
what you could be talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'll work it out. I've got a lot of, I don't know, there's the process of putting it together. It's just like I'm gradually like trimming the fat, you
Yeah.
know? I kind of started off with everything like doing these crazy like music montage things, and like I'm just cutting them down really intensely now. So
What are you
it might
going to
be-
do with it when you're done?
I mean, it's just I'm gonna put on URTV and put it on the internet. I don't know anything about like distributing
Or
stuff.
festivals. I mean, that's for a short, that's the way to go.
Yeah, I don't know how to do all that. If it's good, if I get a response, I'll look into it. But I also do a show for URTV that I want to get back into
Mm-hmm.
about artists in Asheville. So
Oh, there's plenty of those.
there are a lot.
There's going to be a show, I think in October, of still photos in the mayor's office, done by the ASMP, of artists in the River District, just to promote the River District.
Cool.
So all the photographers just kind of went around and took shots, and they're they're jurying it now.
Oh, awesome. ASMP.
American Society of Media Photographers.
Cool. Awesome. Okay, I feel like I made a pot of coffee, and I think I'm gonna go and drink some
No,
coffee.
don't go yet. You know why? Look at the clock. If the show is over in just a few minutes, so just hang on. You could hang on to the end.
So apparently,
one
right
clock is-
now, on the UNCA campus, there's this talk about cops, like the ACLU. I think is
Right. Are you
putting it
going there?
on. I'm not because I'm here,
Mm-hmm.
but
Does that start in just
I think that WPVM is recording it. They're doing it. They're gonna record and put it on the radio, or maybe it's being played on community radio right now. I don't know.
These cookies are really good.
I
These
like
little
them too.
ginger thins.
Yeah,
They're really good.
yeah. They're very similar to the cookies that they make in Old Salem and Winston-Salem,
Mm-hmm.
the Moravian cookies there that are real good.
I've never been out there.
I was born in Winston-Salem.
Oh.
I come from, on my father's side of the family was like all Moravian, you know.
There's a lot of filmmaking down there, or up there now.
Oh, filmmaking in Winston-Salem?
Yeah.
Ah, I should go there.
Yeah.
I should go back home. Yeah.
Go
Maybe.
visit.
Could I get work?
Maybe.
Can
Yeah.
I ask you more questions about your project? What, like, have you produced films before?
Short. Mm-hmm.
Short ones?
Yeah, I have a bachelor's degree in film production from the University of Central Florida. And I've been just making movies since I was like 12. And then I got serious and went to film school, and then I graduated and I did freelance work in the film industry in Florida for like a year or so, also working as a photographer. And then I started working on cruise ships, and I didn't want to pay for my apartment when I wasn't living there most of the year. So I just packed up all my stuff and moved it in my parents' basement, and they're living up here in Asheville. So now, whenever I'm off the ship, I come home,
Oh, crazy.
and I've done more photography, and this is the first film that I've made in North Carolina. It was difficult at first. I was used to the resources in Florida, especially in Orlando. There's just so many film schools and filmmakers, and and just a variety of production support people there. You can just go around and say, you know, I need an editor, what are you doing? And, you know, there'll be all these people. So then I came up here and it was like, first we wanted to shoot on film. I wanted to shoot 16mm film.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me get a camera. I'm gonna call, I guess I can't say names, I don't wanna say anything bad. I called a place around here to see if I could rent equipment.
Blue Ridge.
And I'm not gonna say who it is. I just